Hi guys, we're doing this video about faxing directly from Cerner and everything you need to know about that. First, some introduction and some definitions. We are doing this by popular request and because a lot of people have struggled with communication and external referrals and external faxes. Cerner has internal faxing capabilities that are actually pretty good. The functionality is called a provider letter. This is actually what the clerk uses if you ask them to fax something. They create a provider letter, and you can too. It's really not that hard. The letter can include any attachments and reports and results from the record. You attach them and you choose them one by one. There is an extensive, very well verified provider directory within Cerner with all their fax numbers in the community. And you can fax to any number that's not even in the directory. Just don't add any 9s, 0s, 1s, or dashes. Just the number, just the fax number. And the server for the faxes is monitored every business day. There's somebody assigned to make sure that there are no failed faxes. And in the past 8 or 9 months, I've only had one fax fail. They contacted me by email and then they refaxed it for me. And it was a simple fix. So let's stop for a second. Before we start, let's create an auto text that you're going to use for patient to insert patient demographics into your note. So please stop this video, log into Cerner, open any temporary patient or any one of your patients, and follow along with the video. So let's go. Okay, so let's create an auto text. Anywhere in Cerner where you can enter text, not just here, there should be a button like that that manages auto text. When you click that, it opens the window for managing auto text. Let's do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create this .demo auto text. I've already created it, so I'm just going to create another one, call it demo 2, but in your case just call it demo. And in it, all we're going to do is we're going to have a patient's demographics sentence, which is this one, MU person demographics. To create an auto text, we're going to hit the plus sign here. We're going to give it a name, .demo. In this case, I'm going to get demo 2 only because I have another one. You can put any description you want. And in the text of it, you can add two things. You can either add drop lists or you can add templates and tokens. And we're going to add a token. Now, if you remember, we're going to search for our token. And our token was MU space personal demographics. And here it is. We're going to click that. We're going to insert it. And that's it. We're going to save that. And now we have a demo 2, which is described as such and has this one. Mine is demo, which has the same thing. Now, I'm going to delete that just so I don't have two of them. I'm going to delete that. And now we can go back to the video. Well, welcome back. And now that we've created the .demo phrase, let's keep at this. So where do you create a provider letter from? So there are two ways to launch the process or launch the provider letter window. You can either do it when you are signing your note. And if you notice here, there is a create provider letter checkbox that's usually unchecked. Once you check that and you hit sign, the system will sign your note and will automatically open a blank provider letter. Your note will not be attached. You can choose to attach it or attach anything else that you want. The other place where you can launch it from is actually from documentation. When you pick any note, there will be a button that will highlight it there that allows you to create provider letters. Just click that and it'll take you to the exact same spot. So what does it look like? So the first thing that opens is your provider selection window or the recipients who you're going to send it to. And it looks like this. At the top, you will notice a check mark if you want to fax it to the primary care provider. Now, they are all ED notes are automatically sent, not quick notes to the provider. But if you could doing something else, you can choose to fax them as well. Here's where you search for your provider, the same way, first part of their last name, comma, first part of their first name, and you will see, and this is where you have your favorites. I have favorited the two fax numbers here that are not in the provider dictionary. And when you add anyone, it'll show up right here at the bottom, and you can add multiple recipients. Notice this button here that says add free text recipient. If you click that, you can add the name and fax number of anybody who is not in the system, and it will get faxed. So once you're done with that, you will go to the provider, from the provider selection window, to the actual letter creation window. And yeah, I should have fixed that title. I didn't. And this is what it looks like. So let's go through the different parts. The top part there, you see this is going to Sean Chu. And then underneath there's a button that says Browse Documents. So this takes you to the documentation window to select any documents that are available there. So let's see here, I can pick anything. Once I have it selected, I can click on the little checkbox down here and it gets attached. You can do that to multiple notes. This part here of the letter is where you're going to type anything that you want. And this is an example of something I've added. Now, remember, they're trying to fix it. They haven't fixed it yet. The patient demographics do not go with the fax. And that's why we created the .demo phrase, and we're going to use it here to insert patient demographics. And once you're done, you'll hit OK at the bottom, and that's it. Fax is gone. May I add that you can add results if you want to. I don't usually do that because I've usually added them to my note. So let's demonstrate. Okay, so let's create a fax or a provider letter. So you can do this, we said, two ways, either from when you're signing your note or after you've signed your note from documentation. I'm going to do it from signing my note. So this is my note here, which I want to send to, say, Sean Chu, right? And he doesn't have an office in the hospital. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a provider letter and then click sign. Now, as the note is being created, it will automatically take me to the provider letter and it'll take me to where I'm going to choose my recipient, right? So from recipients, I can choose the PCP if I need to, if I want to fax it to him. So I'm going to look for a provider. I'm going to look for Chu Sean, and there he is. And if you see, his fax here is verified and it's there in the system. Now what I can also do is I can fax it to somebody else. I can pick someone from my favorites. Say if I want to send it to the stroke clinic as well. There you go. Oh, it's twice now. Also, I can add a freehand fax number. So this is my fax number, which is 855-553-7283. Okay. So now it'll go fax to all of us. Now, since we don't want this fax to everybody else, I'm going to delete that. And I'm just going to fax it to myself. Okay. Okay. That will take us to the actual letter creation tool window itself. If you don't see it, sometimes it hides behind here. If you go there, you will see it here. It's in one of your Millennium windows. So I'm going to dictate a small letter. Dear Sean, new paragraph. Kindly see the attached note as a referral from the emergency department. Period. You saw this patient a few years back. Period. He has now developed new onset atrial fibrillation, period. All the details are on my note, period. Thank you for your kind assessment and care, period. So now that we've put this in, we're going to add the patient demographics. Unfortunately, they're still working on it, but the demographics don't go with the chart. So we're going to use that word we created, that auto text, .demo. Now, again, don't ask me why. For some reason, the health card number does not show up in the demos. They're working on that as well. It's been several months that we've gotten it, though it's easy to add. If you take a look, your health card number is here at the top under HCN. If I double click on that and then control paste or command paste, that was a double clicking is copy and this is paste. Now, the one thing I should not forget is to add the note I want, right? So browse documents. I want my note. You can change, of course, the scale of this. So let's go to 2024 and here we have all the notes. So I can fax this note from myself. I'm going to attach it. I can pick up an ED note or a nursing note or a CT report or anything like that. Once I'm done picking up all my attachments, okay, great. So going to me or to John Shu, provider letter, I've attached the document. I can attach results here as well, like lab results if I want to. I've honestly never done that because I include them in my note. And you hit OK. That's it. That is fax is being created and is being sent to me. And if you go to documentations and refresh it, you will find my latest provider letter right here at the top. Well, if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.